in Redland with Julian Lara. This is his place, Lara Farms. And a lot of people are looking for large fruit trees. And I noticed that Julian has quite an inventory. So I'm hoping that you can show us what you have in case people down in Miami and the Keys and such are looking for large fruit trees.
All right, sounds good to me.
So what do you have over here, Julian? Looks like a lot of mangoes.
Yeah, we got some pretty oddball varieties. All-import Benishan, we got Dot, we got Manga Blanca, or Manga Blanca for us Cuban.
What's that one like?
It's like a turpentine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, with like a light yellow flesh. Very fibrous. It's more of a novelty item. But, you know, nowadays we got the fiberless stuff, and that's what the people are really going for.
Yeah, I like both things. You know, it's
yeah, some people really like to have their, you know, novelty mango from their country.
Yeah.
And we try to do that. Like with Jamaicans, they like the Julie mango or the East Indian, Bombay types. And then you have people from Colombia that like the Azúcar and other fibrous types that we're not crazy about, but they still want it.
Yeah, it's nothing
house.
like tasting your childhood. You know, it's
Yeah.
So these are 25-gallon mango trees.
Right.
We've got some of those.
Right.
In this area, we've got some lychee behind, and
Sweetheart, Hakib, Mauritius, pretty much in 15 gallons, also in 7 gallons too.
So we have some pomegranate. What kind of pomegranate is this?
This is a very special pomegranate from Vietnam. It's a tropical pomegranate, unlike the pomegranate that's known here in the United States. That's the wonderful one that they sell at Publix and all the supermarkets. Those need cold weather in order to make fruit. Mm-hmm. So this one is tropical, and it makes a big red pomegranate, just like the ones we see in the supermarket. Maybe not as good, but hey, you know, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, you can grow it yourself instead of, yeah.
Grow yourself, it makes a lot of fruit, and it's not like the pomegranate we have in the Caribbean that's small and pink inside. This one is large and red. And I wish I had a fully grown one here so I can crack it open for you so you can, check it out.
But I mean, this must be pretty close. It's starting to turn color. Does it get a little bit bigger than that?
Probably get twice as large as that.
Oh my.
Maybe more. And very juicy. If you go on my Facebook, I have videos of me opening them up, and you can get an idea on how big they are and all that.
So it's Lara Farms Facebook page?
Yeah, just type in Lara Farms on the search bar. Here on the next drip line, we have the Ruby Supreme Guava, and it's actually the Ruby Supreme 1030, number 1030. They planted
a whole lot of seeds.
A whole lot of seeds. And they came up with two. They came up with the 629 and the 1030. And this is the 1030, and the reason why I like this one is because it's worm resistant. Out of all the guavas I've ever seen, you can say it's 90 to 95% worm resistant. And I've been eating this guava since I was a child, and I've never had an issue with worm in the fruit. And I can testify to that, and many customers have given me testimony. I mean, many customers give me testimony about this guava, and it really never disappoints. And it's a pink guava, and it fruits, I can say it fruits all year because it's always doing something. If it doesn't have fruit, it has baby fruit or flowers. So it's, if you like guava, this is, I think, the only one you should have in your backyard, because the rest, you gotta bag them, you gotta, you know, do 100 things to them to prevent them from getting that worm inside.
So we got little flowers here of fruit forming.
Yeah, you got some baby ones on it already. I mean, Chris, I have them in 3 gallons. With fruit on it already, fruit and flower, and they're like this big. So they're really prolific. They're precocious. They flower right away. Some people ask me, oh, Julian, how long is it going to take for this guava to make fruit? I'm like, 2021, right away.
Is this tamarind up here?
Yeah, and then up here we got the sweet tamarind from Thailand. And I remember getting a tree from a good friend of mine that he got in the mail directly from Thailand of the sweet tamarind. And he gave me some, I planted it in the ground, and started planting seeds and grafting the tamarind. Most people do air layers of tamarind, but I like, you know, whenever I can, to graft it, because that way it has a stronger root system and a better chance. So we regularly graft tamarind here, so we chose the sweet tamarind because that's just, it's nature's candy.
Yeah, tamarind's a nice fruit. I practically haven't met one that I haven't liked.
Yeah, well, definitely good for juice.
What do we have here?
Here we have the very rare green Sepoti. It's native to Guatemala. It's the same family as mamey and sapodilla and star apple, and even miracle fruit, all from the Sapotacea family, all family with mamey. If you look at their seeds, they're like a little mamey seed on the miracle fruit. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
Yeah, it has that little ridge in it.
It's a miniature version of a mamey seed. It's unbelievable if you really take a look at it. So this one is a cousin of the mamey. It's in flavor and appearance is identical to mamey. The only thing, the skin is smooth and green. Doesn't have any roughness, just a smooth green skin. And then sometimes it turns red when it's ripe. Sometimes it stays green when it's ripe.
So how can you tell if it's ripe? Scratch or
You
what?
gotta scratch it just like a mamey. Just with your nail, just scratch in there, see if it's any red.
So
inside.
same flavor as regular mamey. It's
flavor.
just a different look.
Just a different look. I call it the personal mamey. You can eat the whole thing by yourself. And again, I got also have an Instagram where I just put nothing but videos of fruit and pictures of fruit, and I have plenty of video of this being sliced and cut and eaten up. So you can check out really how it looks like.
So is your Instagram also Lara Farms?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I was a wild guess. So what are some of the things that you're growing in this area?
Well, these are 15 gallons, and we got a row of Longgans. We have several varieties of Longgans. I like to carry a few of them. Definitely Kohala. It's the staple variety. And we have the Shri Shampoo, which is known for having a pinkish hue to the flesh. And then we have Diamond River, which, you know, it's not the best quality, but it makes a lot of fruit really fast. It's super precocious. I mean, instantly starts making flowers. As a small in a 3-gallon container, starts making flowers. It's amazing. But the fruit are small. What I always recommend is you cut
Just thin them out?
just thin them out, yeah.
I had that a long time ago, I think when it first came out, and I guess that one of the problems with it with people who grow up with Longgans is that it is a juicier fruit, and they're used to having a drier fruit.
It reminds me, the Diamond River reminds me of that Tahitian Longan. Ever try that? It's like a Longan like this big.
Oh, yeah?
It's humongous. It's not a Longan, it's a cousin of the Longan. But it's this fruit, it's this big, and it's kind of slimy.
Good sales word, you know. It's a slimy fruit.
It's a slimy fruit. So Diamond River has that kind of, not like that, but it has kind of like that texture to it. It's very watery and soft instead of crunchy, like a Kohala or a BQ or the others. And that's another one I have, BQ. And that one I like a lot too because it doesn't get too big like the Kohala, and it flowers really early. Kohala takes a long time to flower unless you stress them out. Now, if they're stressed out, they'll flower for you. And this one right here is in a 15-gallon container. It's begging for a 25-gallon, and it's pushing flowers. It's stressed out.
Yeah. But looks like we have some lychee over here.
Yeah, we got more 15-gallon lychee, hot kip, sweetheart, Mauritius. I might have in the back some oddball varieties like Caimana and Bengal. Here. Oh, this is the Wilson.
Seedless?
From the Wilson, sometimes seedless.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've had them what they call seedless, and it's a tiny aborted seed, and then the tree makes regular avocados with regular seeds in it. It's kind of like a short Russell, a short neck Russell.
Well, Russell's a fine variety, so
Yeah.
that's
Well,
good.
there's nothing wrong with the Wilson. It tastes fine to me, but it's not always seedless. And this is what I call the Anise Avocado, or the black licorice avocado. It's a Mexican type. And there's 3 types of avocado. There's Mexican, Guatemalan, and West Indian. And this is a Mexican type. And all Mexican types have this smell on the leaf.
Yeah, that is a nice smell.
I mean, it doesn't make the best avocado. It's a Mexican avocado, so it's a small, smooth skin avocado, green skin. And it's not very productive here in South Florida. But it's a cool, you know, little piece to have in your house. Show your friends, hey, look, smell this leaf.
Yeah.
Or you can make tea with it.
With the leaves.
With the leaves, yeah. let's see, this is the famous Hialeah Red Avocado. It's a variety that I found in Hialeah. I used to have a house there, and the neighbor across the street had an avocado seedling planted in their front yard. And one day I noticed a big red fruit on it. I was like, what is that, a mango? And it was an avocado. And bright red skin, beautiful, round, looked like a round bowling ball. And it got budwood, brought it back over here, grafted it, showed it to people, and it took off. We named it Hialeah Red. And somebody told me, hey, isn't that the name of a hair color? I'm like, no, it's not named after a hair color. So I got pictures of that out on my Instagram and on Facebook. If anybody want to check out the picture, go right ahead. But it's good. It's on the watery side. It's not on the heavy buttery side like the type that I like. But for somebody who wants something different and they don't mind it being a little bit watery, just a little bit. It has great flavor, but it's on the watery side. I'm very delicate about that because I like my avocados like Simmons and manly avocados. A lot of oil in it.
Or Lula Russell, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And then, Booth number 5. That's an excellent eating avocado. Very rich, very buttery. There's a lot of Booths out there. I like the 5. I have a friend that has a grove with Booth number 5, so I got Budwood. We got Berniker, Tower number 2. That's like a classic. Kampong. That's David Fairchild's, and who else loves that avocado? Oh, Richard Campbell. I got that Budwood from his house back in maybe 2002, around there. I have a tree in the ground thanks to him. And also got Dupuis, which is just like another Simmons. It's called Dupuis. So in here we got some more Donnies, which is you can say the first one of the year. Because we got Donnie, to name a few, we got Simmons in order of the season. And we got, after Simmons, we got Miguel and Catalina. And then when those are gone, we got the Choquette. And then when the Choquettes are gone, there's one called Brooks Late that kind of starts ripening after Choquette. And then I got another one. That's February, March, and April. It took me 20 years to get it. The guy didn't want me to have it until he didn't have any more use for it. He called me, hey, come over and get it. I got the Budwood, finally got some grafted. It's he calls it Ronnie after his son. It's a black skin avocado about this big. The flavor is off the charts. It's great, nice and dry and oily. And it makes avocado when there's no avocado season here.
That's, his son should have been named something else because Ronnie and Donnie are really close.
And they're right, and they're going to be right because this is like in April, and then Donnie's supposedly in May, so it rhymes, and they're really close to each other.
Well, that's great. Yeah, a lot of options here in big plants.
Yeah, I used to have about 50 varieties in the ground, and I think I cut down probably 10 trees that, to my opinion, weren't really interesting anymore. Like like I had 2 halls, so I got rid of one of them. I had a Loretta, got rid of that. I had one called Jan, got rid of that. So I'm top working them with the Ronnie. I really like the taste of that, and I really like the season even more.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.